It's important to be mindful of what the ego's even telling you what the healed state might look like. Because the ego loves pleasure. So it's sitting here narrating to you, it must be some ecstasy, the healed state. It must be an elation or heightened euphoria, some kind of transcendental experience. Yes, you can have direct experiences, but they don't last. They're just quick little moments. And so you want to understand the healed state is just peace. Because the healed state is not driven by thought. The ego in our mind is thought derivative. The voice in our head we identify as, and that's the individual self. That voice is evaluating everything. It applies all meaning and all value to things, to our perceptions, to experiences, to circumstances, to people, to what we're witnessing in ourselves and outside. It's even telling you this, I'm not healed and I don't want this negative thing in me, so I want to have pleasure and positive. But that's the ego telling you that. And you have to learn to meditate, to allow the voice to not guide all of your decision making and all of your focus. And so you have to learn to teach your mind and your body, your nervous system, to have peace. And we don't understand that. Think about you being in a room in the darkness. All of a sudden someone turns the light on and it blinds you. It's so bright, your eyes, you can't keep your eyes open. That's the journey. So you can't just have this flash of light because it would scare you, because you would need some time to adjust. So the process is slow. That's why it's important to meditate every day and teach yourself every day to learn how to disengage with your thoughts. Because since you identify as the voice in your head, when all of a sudden if you were to have no voice to listen to, you would get scared. Because that's how you identify, and that's how you navigate all of life. So you wouldn't know what to do. You become restless. And so you have to teach yourself to hold that state of being where you're just not upset. There's no focus, there's no planning, there's no goal, there's no desire, there's no attachment. You're just at peace. And when you're at peace, can joy and pleasure and happiness very much come up easily, but you don't desire it or need it because you're not in the ego structure. The ego is wanting all this pleasure and joy and enthusiasm because it's not at peace. So it's out of peace, it's in discomfort and upset, and that's why it's trying to go to the opposite polarity to solve that. All you have to do is learn how to get rid of the upset. But the ego is telling you it wants more. So it is a process to learn how to detach from the voice in your own head. It does not mean the heightened state is without thought. We are creators, we always have thought. We are always using thought to create, but you have to learn how to choose thoughts and what thoughts you're making conviction of. And so then that's why meditation's a practice, and forgiveness and gratitude is a practice. So when you catch yourself being upset or wanting some other desired state, wanting something else in your life, and you're uncomfortable or unhappy without it, we forgive all that. We forgive all upsets, all discomforts, all dissatisfactions, all disdains, all losses and grief and guilt, shame and fear, all of it. You forgive all of it and you practice meditation, and you will learn to be comfortable in a state of complete peace and contentment, and then you'll be healed.